I'm a lecturer and a professor in 4 universities, Johannesburg and Stellenbosch University in South Africa, Warwick University and De Montfort University in the UK, and also in the University of Ghana. I am a specialist in artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotic engineering, and cloud computing. It's my pleasure to host you today and to share the trend that is yet to be seen by the world. That trend that is slow motionly moving, but only by wisdom that the people who see can see. I'm privileged to share that with you. And I have some incredible people who will be sharing their experiences with you during the process. So the organization that I became part of some years ago, and one of the things you're going to be seeing is that a lot of people generally are doing their work already. Some are expert in their own field already, and all of us are here. And 98% of all the people here are part of this project on a part-time basis. That's one thing you're going to be realizing, that 98% of people are doing this on a part-time basis. And people are benefiting immensely, not even just the financial benefit, but also the knowledge and the service and the collaboration. Okay, that is changing the minds of a lot of people, and you'll be seeing this as we go on. The organization is known as Gotbackup. It's not an organization on its own. It's an offshoot from a parent company known as Global Virtual Opportunities. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your health. It doesn't matter your academic status, your certificate, your color. It doesn't matter. What matters is your hunger, your willingness to work, to put in the average time that you've always been putting into work. That is what matters, ladies and gentlemen. That is what is key. That is what we are going to be emphasizing. And Gotbackup is helping everyone with that kind of work ethic to realize your dreams. Like I said, it began in 1997, all the way in Canada. Then in 2007, relocated in Texas. Now is in Texas, San Antonio, seated on a 10,000 square feet. Today, I was talking to somebody from Canada, and I believe that the person is here. And I was telling the person that you see, a lot of people think that when you have a digital company, because it is digital and it is online, people sometimes think it's fishy. But hey, guess what? Google is digital, but Google is not fishy. You've never seen Google in Ghana. Have you seen any building in Ghana called Google? Have you been to the office of Google? No. Take Netflix. Netflix is digital. They are providing everything digitally. You cannot pay with CDs. Everything you do with Netflix is digital, is online. Do you have a Netflix office in Ghana or Nigeria or South Africa or Zimbabwe or UK? No. But then people are using Netflix. It's running to billions and billions of dollars. Take another one like Google Drive and Dropbox. You cannot see their office. So when people see that Gotbackup is an online program, is a digital organization, it is like one. And please note something: all the digital companies are doing well. You check the records. The top 10 companies in the world are almost all digitalized. It's crazy. And what you see is the physical building of Gotbackup in Texas. Is the second largest, state in the United States. And look at the drives in the building. And they have multiple centers as well. And this is the local center. Now, let me just give you a bit of an idea about the people behind this organization, just to facilitate our discussion. The people that you see on the screen are physical people that I personally have met. In fact, we are privileged, those of us in Ghana, to see them in the Mensvik Hotel just a couple of weeks ago, where Joel himself and the wife, Eve and Todova, all were here in Ghana to actually launch the second time the power of this cloud ammunition that is changing the face. All of these people are there. And there's a lady here too called Tara. Tara is at the bottom of the screen, and she's an incredible digital asset to the company. So these are the people behind the operations of Gotbackup. But who are the people behind the brains of Gotbackup? Joel Terium is the chairman of the board of directors. We are 10-member board of directors currently, and we Jared. I happen to be one of the board of directors, and it's a privilege to say that I am the only Black and the only African among the board. It's a privilege to also see that that does not limit me in any way. In fact, I am one of the talkatives of the board and one who also worked closely with the CEO of the company. I know the nuances of the organization. I know where it has come from. I know what is in place, and I know the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan. In fact, the 50-year plan of Gotbackup is in my plan. And when you have a vision, you see, in the life of a visionary person, you don't see lack if a person is visionary. Okay, in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6, it talks about go see the ant, okay, and learn his ways. Because the ant is a wise animal. The ant is a visionary insect. It can foresee that snow is coming and prepare weeks and months ahead. And you're going to see why I feel Gotbackup is preparing us for what is to come in the world. And by the time people get to know it, you will be at the helm of affairs. First of all, let's see why it's trending. And I'll be showing you some evidence online, live, for you to see. Right now, there are about 15 billion smartphones in the world. All of them are dealing with data. Data is videos. Data means pictures. Data means document, music, files. Every one of you right now watching me is having this device called a mobile phone. Some even have iPad. Others have, on top of it, laptop. This is what is making the world move. True or false? This one is moving the world. You know why? Because people are addicted to this. For example, what's the first thing you pick up when you wake up from bed? It's a phone. What's the last thing people normally put down before they close their eyes? Some of you don't close their eyes. They put the phone under their pillow, causing a lot of radioactive, isotopes, popping into their brains. This device, people are addicted to it. People use it in the washroom, and they spend a longer time in the washroom. That is where they do their prayers and incantations, reading the Bible. This device, if you leave it at home and you forget, 10 minutes into your driving, you will get out of the car, you will come back, you will come and take the device, because over 90% are addicted to their cell phones. Okay. In fact, yesterday you looked on the phone screen 160 times. Today, you just looked on your phone screen today 160 times. This device, people use it for TV, they use it for radio, they use it for banking. People use this for worship. They serve God with it. Most people read their Bible on this device. The device has become everything. The content of the information superhighway is galloping. You want somebody to know this truth. You want somebody to hear what is happening. The problem is that a lot of people are not protecting the inside of this device. When you tell people, in fact, right now, many people don't even back up the content. The information inside this is more powerful. For example, if your phone should crack or is stolen, people will tell you that, look, my problem is not even with the phone. My problem is with the information in the phone, my data. I have these files. I have this password. I hope that is where the problem is. The information. What if the moment your phone is lost, everything is back in the cloud? Right now, 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Okay, a laptop is stolen every 43 seconds. A phone is stolen every 43 seconds. And that is why Gotbackup is here to level the playing field. Now, I want to show you, before I go online to see some things live, I want to show you why Gotbackup supersedes Google Drive. Why is it better over and above Dropbox? Why is it over and above iCloud? If you are using iCloud today and you think your space is 5 gig and it's not full yet, you are making a mistake not to think about it. You see, many people, when they get information that your storage is almost full, they start deleting things they never wanted to delete originally. They start deleting the pictures. They start scrolling through and deleting sometimes even their large files, isn't it? Large files. But imagine you have your picture when you were 1 year old, 2 year old, you are deleting them because of what? Because you don't want to pay for a higher price of Google Drive. And that is where Gotbackup comes in, because the price of Google Drive is what prevents people from actually using, or they make people delete their information. The price of iCloud is huge. Let me show you some of them. Right now, if you want 6 terabytes of Google Drive, 6 terabytes of iCloud, 6 terabytes of Dropbox, and 6 terabytes of Gotbackup, you are going to spend more on all of them than Gotbackup. For example, iCloud, you have to pay $419.8 for the year to use 6,000 gigabytes. Gotbackup, you have to pay less than 100. If I look at the prices, all of them, you have to pay more than 400 or more than 300. The cheapest one, which is Google Drive, is 302. And yet Gotbackup is less than $100. So guys, see, whether you are going to get the knowledge, which you are going to get, or get a great income, which you are going to get, whether or not you get the income, whether or not you get the benefit I'm about to talk about, just using the service alone is still cheaper than Google Drive anyway. Just using the service of Gotbackup is way more than iCloud price. But it's not even just a service, it's other services Gotbackup gives that they don't give. And that is a unique thing. For example, you cannot use iCloud effectively on an iPhone. You can't. For example, if you have your iCloud right now, go and install it on your Android phone and see. It will not work. You must have an iCloud, an iPhone, before it can work. So it means that if you have a phone that is an Android phone, you cannot back it up onto the iCloud. And that is bad. The same thing with the Google Drive. It's not effectively, working on the iCloud. So what do? I use Gotbackup because with Gotbackup, I have my iCloud here. I have my Google Drive here. I have my Dropbox here. All my devices that I want, everything that I need is here. It's all here. So that is a very, very important and unique system that I have. Whether it is an Android phone, whether it is a Google phone, whether it is Windows laptop, whether it is an iPhone, MacBook. Look, it doesn't matter the operating system. As long as you have Gotbackup, you can back up hundreds of devices. So you have 1 phone, 2 phones, 3 phones, 10 laptops. In fact, the whole company can back up all their laptops onto Gotbackup. A whole company, because Gotbackup was originally meant for companies. So the drive is gigantic. The drives are there for the next 3 million people. And the total number of people in the world are not up to 100,000 yet. So there's more space, for people to use. What about security? iCloud uses a security system known as a 256 military-grade encryption and security with higher advanced system, advanced protocols that are, SLS protocols and TSL protocol. All of these protocols are designed not to only protect your file whilst it is there, but even when you are transferring the file. Let me give you a scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Suppose you have a pen drive and you put a pen drive into somebody's laptop that has a Trojan, otherwise, malware, a virus, and the virus infects the pen drive. Now, it has affected the pen drive together with the files on the pen drive. If you take that file and you put it into the Gotbackup, Gotbackup will kill the virus. But the file cannot go into the cloud because the security system is so powerful, it has to die. Your data is highly secured. It uses a 256 military grade, which means that nobody can have access to your files, not even the owners. In fact, this system has been put in place to the extent that even 128, military grade files Cannot be cracked. You cannot even crack 128, password protection, than to talk about the one we have, which is 256. So data is highly secured. Sometimes a lot of people don't ask Google Drive whether their data is secured or not, but they still use it. People have never called Dropbox to ask them whether they have a high security, but you use it. But Gotbackup is telling you, educating you. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, you see the phone you have, that phone is important not only for calls, not only for WhatsApp calls, WhatsApp. It's important for so many things. I know a certain guy in New York, all he does is with his phone. He does all his job, everything with the phone. So he's traveling around the world working on the phone. This is a computer. Gone are the days when the phone was a young. Today, the phone is a supercomputer. Let me tell you another benefit of Gotbackup, which is making it fly. Gotbackup is a system where once you have your group, okay, so let's say that you have the people you're going to work your project with, you can send one bulk email to all of them at a go. I'll try and go online to show you how powerful this works. And ladies and gentlemen, believe it, this is crazily good. Gotbackup, emailing system is helping a lot of people who take advantage to use something incredible. So once you get here and you go to lead capture system, I want to just show you here, okay, for you to see how beautiful, how incredible, how wonderful this is. Suppose you want to send a particular message, okay? Let's say you want to send a broadcast message. Oh, I should have clicked send broadcast message, but these are some of my broadcast message that I've sent. So many broadcast messages, so many. Okay, I've sent this to multiple people, hundreds and thousands of people. I've sent it to them. Okay, let's assume that you want to send a particular broadcast message. There are templates already there for you to use it to bulk out the messages. You can select which group you want to send the thing to. Every one of them, you can send this to them. And then you can select some of the template, okay? And once you click on the template, you can edit it and then insert pictures and video and send boom. Do you know what it does? Once you send it boom like that, let me show you something here. There's an artificial intelligence system that allows you to insert. So if you don't want to write the name of the person, you can say that, okay, so first of all, you can type something like hello. Okay, let me just type something like hello. So you can type hello like this. And instead of mentioning the name of the person, you will do this. You will just insert that person's full name. So you see this system of percentage, subscribers' full name, it will pick the full name of everyone in the system. Okay, I just selected it. And everybody, so if your full name is Bismarckado, Bismarckado will receive the thing as hello Bismarckado. Efia Konadu will receive it as hello Efia Konadu. Mrs. Koyo will receive it as hello Mrs. Koyo. And everybody will receive his full name there. If you don't want to use the full name of the person, but you rather want to use, say, the first name, okay, just the first name of the person, you just use the first name, and then you can pick on the first name. Even if you want to type the email of the person, you can do that. And the system will automatically send it. You can even send a system file. So let's say you have a particular email. You personalize the message. You can send it to 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 20,000 people. You can automate the system and tell it to send this message once every month to all your people. In fact, on December 24th, you don't need to send a message. You can pre-program the system. You can set it ahead of time. Every December 24th, the thing will leave and it will go to all your 20,000 people. And will continue to do that every year for the next 20 years. All these are free. All these are less than $100 a year, not a month, a year. And that is the beauty of Gotbackup. But there's another thing. There's another reason why Gotbackup is not useful. It's another reason why Gotbackup is not working. Okay, it's really, really powerful. And I want to show you something to you. Just watch this. There's something called testimony generator. And I'll let Enyonam or Dr. Dorothy talk about this when they come. Testimony generator, memory plates. These are incredible. Guys, suppose you go for a wedding, a party, an outdooring, a funeral, Any picture anybody takes, you just give them a link and they will all collate it there. They will send the picture there. They click on the thing opens, and then they will select all the picture they want, and all the pictures will go there. That's it. No extra cost. And once you have set this up, they pay nothing and they send it. So it becomes an album. And anytime somebody says, can you give me an album? Can you send me a picture? You don't even have to send a picture. Just send the link and the person can have access to all the pictures. Beautiful. You can also do something called Viduba. This is an extra bonus. Viduba is here in Gotbackup. Okay, for those that want extra. Viduba, you can just do one video like I'm talking now. And once you finish, you click one thing, it will send the video to TikTok, the same video to Facebook, the same video to Instagram, the same video to LinkedIn at the same time. You don't need to send the video to all these places one by one. You send it once and everywhere it is machoed there. That is Gotbackup. Google Drive doesn't have this. Dropbox doesn't have this. iCloud doesn't have that. Now, let me tell you another one that will blow your mind. Another thing that is trending, which is making Gotbackup doing well, is that a lot of people are finding contentment in being part of the community and the project. You see, right now, so many people are working on their phones and on their laptop, even at home in the kitchen. There's so many women who say that I'm a housewife, I'm not working. How could you say that? A housewife. Housewives are making millions of dollars in the United States, in Atlanta and Michigan. Why? Because they've learned the principles of creating value. Ladies and gentlemen, here we teach you how to create value. You have value. You see, for example, being a housewife alone itself is a value. You have multitasking ability. You have endurance. You have cooking ability. You have cleaning ability. You have that heart to take care of children. You have so many things. The only problem over the years is that you have not thought about documenting the process. As you document the process, over time, you become, you get a book. You become an author. You can write a book and become an author. See, the word author comes from the word authority. So when you write a book, you have an authority. Now, I'm just using a housewife as an example. It can be anything. If a housewife can do that, how much more if you're a banker, a lawyer, a teacher, an accountant, a medical doctor? Everyone has a unique fingerprint dedicated to your DNA, your deoxyribonucleic acid. You are powerful beyond measure. You just have to share your story, no matter how painful, how ugly it is. Package that, we teach you how to do that, and then you can bring that to the marketplace. Your value will command its own return. It doesn't matter whether that value is positive or negative, it will command returns because people decide what is great for them, not you. We decide. I'll give you an example. Take Trini Jonas. He's insulting people all over and making over $20,000 a month because his value is going places. Somebody is a gossip. You can monetize that. Somebody is a musician. You can monetize that. But you have to document the process. You got to document the process. You see, when you write a book and people are buying that book and people will buy the book. Imagine somebody has a book called Housewife, okay, the best job in the world. And in front of the book is a woman in red suit. And that same woman is actually, carrying a child at her back and cleaning and carrying some things. And then the book says, a housewife, you can become a millionaire in 7 years. This book, many people would want to know what it is. If the price of the book is 20 cedis, you are likely to buy this book. And if 1 million people buy the book, and it will take some time, say 2 years, if 1 million people buy the book, I promise you that woman is already a millionaire. By the time you realize her same information is on YouTube, and others around the world are getting that information. Enjoy. You go and check Kumama Mazimbi. Go and check Trini Jonas. Go and check Fia Schwarzenegger. Go and check, the people that people sometimes don't regard are the people taking advantage of the very thing that people don't regard. You regard yourself being a banker, a lawyer, a teacher. Do you know how many people will need your knowledge? Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. So anytime you are perishing in something, you just don't have the right knowledge to navigate around the thing. That's why you're struggling. See, anything you are struggling in right now, somebody is winning in that. Are you aware? Don't wait for 31st night for things to change. Things are changing. Things things are changing. Somebody is relaxing because he took advantage of the knowledge and it is working for that person. Right now, 42% of Americans don't do only their job. They are doing something else in addition. 42% of Americans. Go and check the Gen Zs. According to the PricewaterhouseCoopers and JP Morgan, there are more millionaires that are coming up who are in their 20s than ever before. More millionaires are in their 20s. What do you think they are doing? They are taking advantage of the information super way. Where will you be next year? Where will you be in 5 years? Gotbackup is changing the life of people. Look at the cloud storage. This is an industry that I'm in. This is an industry that you can be in. Look at the industry. This year alone, $166 billion is being generated. Next year, $204 billion. In 5 years, in 2030, $472 billion, almost $500 billion. The people who are players here are just few. They want you and I to partner with them. 2 years ago, when I got to know about this, I didn't sleep on it. I became part the moment I heard about it. It took me almost a minute to say, look, I'm in. Sometimes we delay to take advantage of the very thing that will change our lives. You are using this device and you're not earning $1,000 every month. That's not good. That's not good. You can't use this device and not be earning $1,000 a month. You cannot. I'm telling you, I teach the principles of data, cloud, AI, and I'm telling you, you can't do that to yourself. Nobody, see, when you speak to the people who have created this device, nobody should use this device and not be making more than $1,000. You can't make less than $1,000 every month, as long as you have a cell phone. Okay, whether it's iPhone 14, 15, 16. For those of you who are using iPhone 15, 16, 17, don't even use that device if you're not making 10,000 or more. It's against humanity. It's against your humanism to use a phone that is worth more than 10,000 and you're not making 10,000 every month. And we'll teach you that. We'll teach you here how you can do that, because we are making it already. Right now, Gotbackup is the only cloud storage in the world that pays the members who decide to be part of it. That decision is not by force, but if you decide to be part of it, I promise you, if you follow the principles of what we'll teach you and do it digitally, your 2026, your 2027, 28, 29, 30, it will be glamorous. Because here is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Cloud storage is not going to stop today. Artificial intelligence is a new electricity right now. Data is oil. Right now, data is changing the face of the world. Data, pictures, videos, documents, files. How many times did you see people buying Daily Graphic or Spectator or newspapers? Because everything is on the digital asset here. Before the helicopter crashed, people have already taken a video of the falling helicopter. They sent it to somebody. The information is out there before the news will actually publish it in their papers. The media waves is changing the way we act. Things are moving faster. You speak to somebody. Do you remember when we used to do video calls, normal phone call, video call? Do you remember? When was the last time you did normal call, phone call, video call? It's not there. YouTube has taken over. In fact, the person that you thought I've missed the person, it's been a long time I met you, see the person on social media. And that is enough. You've not missed the person again. So have an understanding of where we are going. And Gotbackup is helping a lot of people to take it. See, right now, Dropbox is not paying. Google Drive is not paying. iCloud is not paying. DSTV is not paying. Netflix is not paying. All of them, we are paying them all, but they are not paying us. Gotbackup is the only cloud storage in the world that is paying people. It's paying them handsomely. And people are making significant income. I'll show you some of this income very soon. And people are doing so well. Now, this part, like I said, is not for everybody. It's not everybody who really understand where the world is going in terms of digital life. But for you, if you understand it, join us. Let me show you how you can join us. First thing you do is to get a service. Install it on your device. Install it on this phone, install it on the laptop, install it on the iPad. Done. Once you do that, don't lecture people, don't sell to them, don't do anything. Every single time, call at least 2 people, at least 2 every day. If you do that every day, you have called over 720 people in the year. There's no way, there's absolutely no way that you will not be making that income I've told you if you do that. Now, this is what you do. You call them, you tell the person, I have an incredible gift for you. I have a wonderful news for you. The person is going to ask you, what is that wonderful news? Give me a hint. You tell the person, I want you to join the Zoom call and you will get everything. And trust me, you will thank me. Tell the person that, trust me, you will thank me. The person would want to know the details first. Don't give the details. Why? Because if you start giving more details, you can't finish it. The person will ask more questions and more questions and more questions, and you will not know how to answer some of these questions. So you don't want to start something you don't want to finish. Suspend the person. And see, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes when you are creating suspense for people, you think that because they want it, because you are worrying them, then in that case, you want to tell them. Because sometimes the person will tell them, if you won't tell me what it is about, why should I actually join the Zoom? Why should I join the YouTube? Why should I come to the Mensvik Hotel to come and watch you live? And next week, we are meeting on live, physically. The reason why you cannot tell the person that is that people buy suspense than buying reality. Take it from me. People buy suspense than they buy reality. So do not give a clue unless you have your laptop and the information I'm giving you right in your palm. If you have it and you are ready to show it to the person, then fine, you can give the clue and continue. But if not, don't even tell the person it's about cloud storage. Don't tell the person it's about, a project. No. Don't tell the person it has to do with something like Google Drive or Dropbox. Don't give those clues, because those clues will make the person ask for more. Let a person even think that you just bought a house, or you're about to travel abroad, or you're going on a holiday. Let the person think something, or you're about to marry. Let the person start cogitating about what it is without knowing what it is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, when you bring the person here, your job is done. You watch us. We will do the heavy lifting for you. We will educate the person in the right information. You see, right information with the right credibility, with the right authority, make a person buy information. And we have credibility. We have authority. We have the knowledge to vomit it into the mind of the person for the person to make an informed decision. We are not coercing the person. We are not dilly-dallying with the person. We want the person to know the reality. And that is where you start making your first income. Today, I want to dig about some of the incomes, okay, for you to see. The company is already in 162 countries. So we are already getting to 195 countries. So people are going to be part of this. When I joined in Ghana, people said that this will not go anywhere. Now, Ghana, look at on the left side, Ghana was country number 82. 82. And people said, this will not go anywhere. Now we are in 162. You see, it takes knowledge to see afar. It takes wisdom to notice the unseen. Let me show you some of the incomes you make. The first income you will make is known as customer acquisition income. This is $50 per person per day if you do this daily. This is $50 per person per day if you do this daily. So let me just give you an example. You invite two people every day. So by the end of the week, maybe you have 14 people. Okay, the 14 people join this organization. Okay, and then you get out of the 14, only 5 of them decide to come on board that week. The company will pay you immediately $50 on each one of them. So you get $250. Now that is a small start, but I promise you that is somebody's monthly income. Now, this income, you can decide to get just $50 a day, $50 a day. By the end of the month, you have $1,500 a month. That is more than many doctors' salary. That is where the big news comes. You see, many people, this income alone is their monthly income. 2026 will not do anything unless you do something. The Newton's third law of motion is very powerful. Until you move, nothing moves. Until you work at it, nothing works. Life does not move according to your effort. No, life moves according to the quality of your knowledge. You got to make a deliberate, conscious decision that you're not going to let this thing happen again in 2026. You've suffered far enough. That is income number one. Let me tell you income number two. It's called cycles. Cycles. And for income number two to work, you need to do this. You need to have at least 2 people registered by you yourself. 2. And then either you or some other people will add 4 to it. Now, please pay attention. The 4 people can come from anywhere. As long as you have your 2, any 4 persons or 10 people or 100 people, anybody else that joins the system will be added to your people in your corner. So that will equal 6 people. Anytime you have 6 people into your system, you create something known as a cycle. A cycle is made up of $2 all the way up to $12. That is a cycle. So each time 6 people enter into your system, okay, whether you know them or you don't know them, as long as you have your 2, you earn a cycle. Another 6 people come, you earn another cycle. Another 6 people come, you earn another cycle. So assuming a cycle is $5, anytime 6 people come into your organization, you earn $5. Another 6 come, you earn another. This is every month. So if you have 6 people alone, this month, that's what you earn. Next month, more will come. Then your income will go up. Or you still be earning that if nothing comes into your corner. But it's always going up. The people are in America joining. People are in Canada. People are in Ghana, Nigeria. So many places people are coming. So your system will grow. But you have to grow with it. Because there's another income you're going to earn if you grow with it. You don't fold your arms and say that, oh, the cycle income is coming. And by the way, you can make over $1 million of cycle income as more people come into the system. But it takes time. It's not going to happen immediately. But that is cycle. There are tier 1 cycle and there are tier 2 cycle. Tier 2 cycle is more than tier 1 cycle. That is cycle income. That is income you are earning based on the effort other people are working. People you don't even know, plus people you know, plus yourself. Okay. Now, you and the collective people, who do you think can do more? You and the collective people, who do you think can do more? It's the collective people. So the cycle income can pay you more, but you got to be in the system first. Because let me give you an idea. Let's say that you decide to register today. You become part of it today. Anybody that comes tomorrow, even if you don't know the person, once the person is in your corner, whatever the person does, every month you are going to be paid. Every month you are going to be paid. It's crazy. It's crazy. You see why it is in 162 countries? Because you are flying. Wisdom, man. People who can foresee where this is going. Somebody says, oh, well, is this thing not going to be like one of those things? Do you ever see that the mobile phone has ever finished or is ever gone down? We are always getting better and better and better. That is how powerful technology is. Look at the top 10 companies in the world. Look at Amazon. Everything about Amazon is artificial intelligence and data. Everything about Google is artificial intelligence and data. Netflix is AI and data. Okay, YouTube, AI and data. Facebook, AI and data. Instagram, AI and data. So where do you think, if this phone is going to go, then all of these companies will vanish? Because all of these companies depend on the phone and the laptop. So if this is going, companies are going to die. Do you ever think this is ever going to go away? And if this is never going to go away, you can't tell me that Netflix is going to collapse. You can't tell me that Google will collapse. Huh. And you can't tell me Gotbackup will collapse, because Gotbackup is what feeds them. Let's look at the third income. The third income is the reason why many of us are waiting and staying in the game for the long haul. If you are not patient, you will not make the millions you've ever dreamt of ever making. Ladies and gentlemen, this company can pay millions of dollars to people in the couple of years to come. And let me tell you, the third income is here. That income is known as cycle match. Cycle match. This is the reason why I decided to do this. I still do my job. I've not stopped doing my job. But this is the reason why. You see, there's something in life called leverage. Leverage, if you remember the lever, you used to have lever, pivot, effort. Lever, pivot, effort. Now, the leverage is that you take advantage of someone, and that is a coup. Let's assume that you have registered 10 people, and me too, I have registered 10 people. Now, to earn this income I'm about to tell you about, you need to be Sapphire and above. Sapphire is a special level that when you get to, it helps. When you get to Sapphire, apart from all the other incomes I've spoken about, you will be earning an income that is crazy income. Let's assume for once, okay, that your 10 people you have. The reason why I said that you got to be a Sapphire is that, first of all, by the time you get to Sapphire, you must have had 50 people in your system, in your enrollment. 50 people. And you should have gotten 10 of them by all means yourself. That is why I'm saying that you've registered 10 people. Okay. If each of these 10 persons is making $1,000, each of them is making $1,000 on the cycle we spoke about, you will get 25% of that. That means that you will get $250 on each of the 10 people. This is an if. If you get $250 on each of them, you multiply that by the 10, that means that every month you are going to be making an income of what? About $2,500 on just 10 people, provided each of them is an. You see, the reason why I will help my people who are willing to do well, I will help them to get $10,000 is because the company will pay me if I help you to make $1,000 a month. That is why I'm willing to help you to make $1,000 a month, because I will earn an income. Now, that is if you're a Sapphire. If you're an Emerald, okay, you must have had 100 people in your system. And if these 10 people you have are making $1,000, you will not make $250 on each one of them. You will make $500 every month on each one. So that means at the end of the month, you'll be making $5,000 on those 10 people. But if you're a diamond and a double diamond like I am, okay, diamond means you have 600 people that you training, and double diamond means you have 1,002 people that you training. If that is the case, what will happen? You will be making 100%. 100% on 1,000. What is 100% of 1,000? 100% of 1,000 is still 1,000. So it means that on each person, the company will be paying you $1,000, which means that 10 people, you'll be making $10,000. On how many people? On 10 people. Right now, I don't have 10 people. I have 102 people. But of course, I have not helped them to be making $1,000 yet. If I help them to be making $1,000, do you get a picture? That is why every leader will be willing to help you if you are willing to be helped. That is how the system works. These are just 3 of the 7 incomes I've just explained. Okay. Imagine the next 3 years. Imagine the next 5 years. You see, one difference between those who do well and they call them the huge entrepreneurs is that they have the patience to wait whilst doing the work. Dangote said it took him 30 years before his name was mentioned in the radio. 30 years. Bill Gates, he was just laughed at. Mark Zuckerberg called 5 people. Zuckerberg calls 5 people in the Harvard dormitory. They laughed at him. It takes time. Success is not a bed of roses. It takes time. Why do you think it takes time for a woman to give birth? Why doesn't she get pregnant for just 1 week and deliver a child? Otherwise, she'll kill the child. You see, if a woman has been getting pregnant one week and delivering, she will not see the importance of the child. Anytime that child misbehaves, she can kill the child because she knows she can get another one. Time is necessary. You see, waiting. It took the Christ a lot of time to wait to get to where he is, to sit on the right-hand side of God. These are the benefits of Gotbackup, all on your screen. I'll tell you another benefit of Gotbackup. In fact, I'll come to that if I have my people here, okay, they'll be sharing their story with us. There are so many other benefits of Gotbackup you can't even imagine. Mentorship, wealth creation, leadership skills, communication skills, artificial intelligence skills, personal development, community college, unique value proposition. All of these are super information that will build you before it builds your character and your personality. And this will fetch you more than even what Gotbackup will pay you. Who you become is your nature. Who you are is your nature. What you're becoming is your manifestation. A lot of people are not where they want to be because they have not become what they have to be. In order to have more, you need to do more. But you can't do more unless you have become more. Even Anama McBrown should be part of this program right now. Do you think she will fly? Of course, because she has built her capacity. She has become more. But what have you become? We train you that first. We teach you that first. But you got to be willing, hungry, deliberate, decisive to want to work on yourself. Work on yourself. You see, the way I'm talking because I've learned how to talk. I've learned how to, you will learn how to communicate. And people buy you by virtue of your words that come out of your mouth. Not because you're a doctor or a professor, it's irrelevant. What is relevant is the value of what comes out of your mouth. Words are power. Words make a difference. So how do you start Gotbackup? This is it. If you want just the service that I've spoken about, just pay $99.97. That is less than a monthly salary for so many people. If you want the full package where you are getting the income, you're getting the knowledge, you're getting then you pay only $119.97. Not monthly. Oh, this is just yearly. This is so cheap that anybody who wants to pay half of this has not recognized the value. The person is not needed. This is so cheap that a year from now, if you pay this to seriously do this, you will earn more than 20 times this income. If you follow the advice we give you, you will earn more than 30 times in this income. And we teach you that. And you will earn more than, in fact, in my first year, I earned over 200 times. You got to be willing so much to understand how powerful this thing can change circumstances in your life. But again, see, ladies and gentlemen, very soon, in the next few days, 2026 is here. You will see a lot of people will make noises, Hey, God is going to show you scratchy powers in my life. This might be God's scratchy powers for you. This might be. You can become part of Gotbackup using a Visa or Momo. Either way, you can pay to join the program. Please remember, you are not doing an investment. You are joining to get a service. You are getting a service and not an investment. This is not an investment. No. This is a service you are getting for paying for it. The income you are going to get is as a result of your effort, not because of the income you paid. Your effort. And your effort will require knowledge. And the knowledge will require learning. If you do that, I'm telling you, people start saying you have juju because you've been making some very good income in your pocket. Is it risky? Absolutely yes. Let me tell you the first risk. Risk number one is that if you come here, you pay your $119 and you do nothing, you will get nothing. That is your first risk. But in principle, that is not a risk because you did nothing. Some people think that when they come here, they just pay the $120 and they fold their arms, or they don't do exactly what they are being told to do, but they decide to do what they feel like doing. Then they will make it. They won't make it because there's a process. You see, this is an unpopular charter that we are taking. And so there are principles that will guide you. We have a code of ethics. We have a document that will teach you how to do it. Number two, you cannot depend on your current salary alone for the rest of your life. A year by now, your salary wouldn't have gone up by much. So have something. Like if you decide to depend on the salary and we pray it doesn't happen. Somebody is not well in your family. Something is wrong and they need an emergency something. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen somebody die because of 2,500 cedis. When I got there, the person was gone because nobody could get that income. Life is full of uncertainties. Dark times can happen. Dark moment can happen. Illness can happen. Accidents can occur. Economic problems can happen. But you got to be prepared. If you pray for the rain, you got to be prepared for the mud. Life is not a bed of roses. Life has to be hard. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. It's a promise. If you do what is hard, going back, coming back again and again, doing what you are not willing to do, if you do that, what is hard, your life will be easy. It's a promise. Even God had to allow his son to die. It was hard. You got to do what is hard because that is how life is supposed to be. The invisible, super powerful, immortal had to succumb to death. That tells you that if you had the power not to do hard things, would you have done? No, but God was willing to do it. So you got to take chances. These are all the people in Africa who are doing so well in Gotbackup. These are your friends, your families, your co-workers, your acquaintances who are doing this project on a high scale. We are just starting. The total number of people in Africa are not many. We are just around, not even 3,000 in the whole of Africa. What do you think is going to happen by the time? And I'm going to show you some income these people are making. Look at some of the income people make every month in Gotbackup. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are earning this kind of income in dollars every month, if you are earning that every month, if you are earning this every month, okay, and there are people on your screen, people who have joined this Zoom call who are earning that. If you are earning this every month, how will you sneeze? If you have been sneezing, how will you sneeze now? And that is why, but of course, it's not the income. Now, let me see whether these people are here. Dr. Dorothy Hansen, and then Enyana Mepifania Sefano. If you are here, just unveil yourself so that we can have a chat. Because we need to let people know how significant this is. So Enya is a lecturer in nursing. She has been a wonderful. Enya, you still have that beautiful VIP at your back. That's good. Okay, it just shows that you are a very important personality still. Okay, we are about to enter into the world of 2026. There is some hope, isn't it, in the air? There is some joy in the air, and this is fantastic. You have been part of the Gotbackup family. What will you tell somebody who is thinking about joining us?
This is one of the opportune things to happen to us. I don't know who is on this call who knows someone who will build a data center and ask the person to become a partner. Because where we are going or where we are in the world, you can go and ask any globally rich person, wealthy, let me use wealthy, not rich, but wealthy person. They will tell you that if they should go to zero and start all over, information technology is the sector they would invest in, and more so a data center. We don't have the capital to do it. A company is offering the opportunity for us to be partners as they grow. Imagine Dropbox has over 750 million subscribers. And what Gotbackup is offering is what? I don't know how to say it. A fraction of what people pay in that company. And they are not even getting a dime. You and I are getting the opportunity that we should have it at a fraction and also share in the market share they will grow with. Obibeka say, it's an opportunity for us that we can't joke with.
Yes, it is. So, Dorothy, let me just ask you, a lot of people sometimes, in fact, somebody called me today and said that some people cannot afford the $120, but they can afford half. Now, why would you say that the issue is not the money?
Yeah, good evening, everyone, and season's greetings to everybody. Sometimes when your mindset is wrong, you look at price than value. Okay. Sometimes it's not about the price, it's about the value of what you are paying for. Someone can go and buy, let me use perfume, 30 mils of perfume that is, say, $500. And that same $500 could have bought something more than that. But the value of that 30 mils of perfume, you know what you are getting from it. Gotbackup's $120 is not about the price. I think it's cheaper for the value we get with Gotbackup. Because for that same $120, besides your space that you are getting, it allows you, like Enyo said, to be part of a strategic partnership that is bigger than that amount that you are putting in. Because the $120 in a day can become 500, in a day can become 1,000, in a day can become, that's on the monetary side of things. Plus the community, it plugs you in. Look, if anybody told you just because of Gotbackup, you get to sit in front of someone like Dangote, you get to sit in front of someone like Bill Gates, you get to sit in front of someone like Joe Therian, let's say the owners of cloud services, you will not see $120 as expensive because the value of that connection, you can't put a price to it. So $120 per annum for me, and if you can see the vision of this, it's not expensive compared to the value of what you're getting from it. So I still say we beat every single cloud service currently available. I mean, we are beating everybody on every respect because what Gotbackup is giving you at that price is more value than that $120 you are paying for the year. Trust me.
Thank you. Thank you. And let me come back to you. Where do you see the value you get? Forget about the income, forget about even the service. The value what people get in terms of leadership, communication, and the knowledge. Why is that important for a person to be within this community?
Yeah, at times I cringe when people say whom you know. I keep asking people, when you were born, did you even know your mother? We get to know people around us. You can decide to create your own community. Wherever you want to be in life, someone has been there. At times we think that we are the first, but when you really search, maybe it will not be the same, it may be similar. Someone has been there. It is all about getting the knowledge from the person who has been there to make your journey shorter. That's where mentorship comes in. No matter what you want to be in this life, someone has been there. There are people who have spent years to develop what you need, and you can use maybe just a shorter time to learn that one, and the potholes on you would avoid those potholes and go at a faster speed. But we don't get ourselves to such communities, and this is what we are lacking, especially in Africa. Gradually we are developing it. When you go to America, they have mentorship hubs. Wherever you want to be in life, you will find someone who will mentor you. And this is what we are building in this community. You find people from the highest level. We have millionaires, we have professors, doctors, engineers, lawyers, whatever, business gurus. Decide to plug yourself into such a community, and you can learn. It's for free. You don't pay. Prof there is a lecturer in the University of Ghana. I needed the knowledge, something that I've been struggling for months, sleepless nights. Within an hour, he solved my problem. You think if I were not to be in this community, I'll get that. I would have paid to get that one. This is the type of things that you will learn that you can't put money on. It is priceless. And this is a community in which you get to share that and experience that. If only it is not the 120 you are paying, it's more than that. You can't even afford it, because some have paid over 15 million to get that, and they are giving for free. And this is what you get in this community.
So let me come back to you, Dorothy. What has been one thing that you think has changed you, revolutionized your thoughts, your hand, and where does that see? I'm asking this question like, if you hadn't been in Gotbackup, where would you have gotten that, and at what cost?
Wow, I can't even put a value to that question. let me start from my background. So, I'm a medical doctor by profession and practice. I've been practicing medicine for well over a decade before I joined the Gotbackup community. And um, before this, all I have known is everything that I've been taught in school, just like it is for many of us. After school, that's the end of the learning. That's all that we work with. But then there are things that you need to know to live life the way God created you to live. And there are things that you cannot, I mean, it will take someone's guidance to lead you to learn it. Like that's where mentorship comes in. So for me, when I got into Go Backup, I had to honestly unlearn everything I had been taught from childhood in the environments that I've grown in, from the adults I've seen, from how life is done, from even what I've seen in my own family. I had to unlearn and start relearning again. Because we had been taught, well, you gotta get a job, you gotta get marry, have some children, work for somebody and retire. That's all that we've been taught. And then when it's time to retire, end there. But you see people succeeding, they are winning and their families are progressing, and you want to know those things, but you wonder how to learn those things, and it takes getting close to people like that, a community of people like that, to learn it. And one thing I learned earlier when I got in here is you are the average of the 5 people you interact with. So if you look at the 5 people around you, you are the average of them. If you don't like what you are seeing and you are the sixth person, you are part of them, then you have to change the environment you are in. And Go Backup got me into an environment of people who are living the life I want to live. Like people who are winning, people who are conquering, and they are from different walks of life. And these are principles that apply everywhere if you know what the principles are. And in Go Backup, you learn those principles. Like right now, my mindset is so different from that person who was there 2 years ago. The way I see life, the way I see the impact I can have on people, the way I see the what I can do with healthcare, even beside what I can do as a person. Because each of us on this call was birthed with something unique, a purpose that God gave you to bless creation with. But you need that person to help you unearth it, to package it, to utilize it, to become a blessing. Because trust me, sometimes the money you are looking for is in that blessing you have not untapped, you've not tapped. And this community will help you to find that and bring it out and then make it something that somebody else will benefit from. Because money, I've come to learn, is something that it's just a tool given in exchange for value. Honestly, if you give value out, money will come. So we don't really have money problems. We have value problems. Nobody has showed you how to put that value out there, so the money will come to you. And once you know that value, money will come along with it. And these are things that comes just because became part of the Go Backup community. And it is mind blowing. You can't put a price to the learning. I can't put a price to the learning I learned in Go Backup. There's no way I would have met the remarkable people here to shape my thinking, to think and know how to even maximize the person I am. And once you become part of this, it won't come automatically. You must engage the system. You must be ready to learn. You must be humble. You must be coachable. You must be ready to, in fact, be ready to change everything you know. That's the only way that change happens, and then the products that you are looking for will come out. And if you do this now, look, 2026, you'll be smiling from January to the end of the year.
Wow. And the service of God Backup has been incredible. It's been incredible. I mean, you always used to talk about your years of data gone. Just like me, my years of my phone was gone. It was just snatched from me from London. And I thought London is a very cool place. No, it was Nima. And we all lose our information.
Yeah.
That aspect, somebody can say that, look, but I have Google Drive. It gives me 15 gigabytes. So and I don't even use all my data. In fact, I have so many space. I don't even have enough. I don't take pictures. I don't need this thing. How will you tell the person?
Yeah. The fact is that most people don't know that every day that passes, you get access to a lot of information. You may not know you need it. And mostly because we don't even know where to keep it, we ignore it. Sometime later, someone will ask you, then you'll be wondering, I've seen this before, but where did I see it? Just because you didn't capture it. I used to know a doctor who takes, when he's driving, he will just take a video of the skies when he's traveling. Then I got to know that movie makers buy those things. They actually buy it. People don't know. They actually buy it to insert in their video. We have a lot of things we can actually sell, but we don't know. You yourself, you may develop in life and you realize that you need to give chronicles of how you got there. And because you haven't captured it, you'll just be saying it, people will be doubting. What if you can be able to capture every step? How do you think you can convince people? Just watching that they are settled. Is because we think that, oh, the small space, the 28, 128, even that one, people don't go. 64 gigabytes on our phone memory is too small, so let's ignore it. Someone will tell you, I don't like taking pictures of it's a lie. You need to know how you look like. It's because we don't want to fill our phones with it and be bothered about the space. That's why we don't do that. This is giving us the opportunity. Every foolish thing that, foolish in quotes, you may think is foolish. It will be useful to. It will be useful to that.
It's foolish. It's foolish.
You realize that it is something that made you happy, and you will cherish it later. Has it ever happened to you before? You wish you captured your child who was misbehaving and now has grown to show them that this is what you did when they are denying it. These are the opportunities for us to do that. And let's capture our memories. Let's capture our memories.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at some of the things that people earn in Gotbackup in just under 3 years in the world, and people are really, really benefiting, like you can see on the screen. Now I'll come to both of you. Dorothy, let me start with what would be your final message for those that are already in this program, for those that are doing well, for those that have started. What should they do to stay in the game, not on the fringe of the game?
Wow. So, dear strategic partners, the name strategic partner means you are an early bird on this. Because, like you have said, the conversations go. One thing that even amazed me was the fact that this is supposed to be known in 2029, in the next 4 years to come, and already we are just starting, and people are already making 4 digits in USD, 4 digits in USD, 5 digits in USD in Ghana here. Guys, this I don't know which word to use. Don't play small. There was a graph I saw this week. If I saw it last week, 2 weeks, and I looked at it again this week. The projection that they made for cloud storage for the year 2025. Just last year, the projection was $165 billion last year. This year is about to end. It's about $400 billion already in this year, 2025. Mind you, that projection, 400 billion, was supposed to be 2030. It was supposed to be 2030. That's supposed to be about $500 billion. And already 2025, we are hitting almost $500 billion. Can you see how big this is going? Gotbackup is the only one giving you a slice of this pie. We are in an era where it's about strategic partnerships and leverages. We are not working the 8 to 5 alone. That's not the era we are in. Our parents did the 8 to 5. Internet and technology has changed the way we work, and you have the unique opportunity to partner the one thing that is driving everything in our world now, technology and data storage. Guys, don't play small. Share the good news of Gotbackup's service. Already, the service is fantastic. If you're engaging it, you will love it. Like the peace of mind I have with Gotbackup, and nobody gives me that kind of peace of mind. Like this Christmas, I'm taking more photos and videos, whether it is nice or it's not nice. I don't care about it. Like you said, foolish pictures or not. We are storing now because we have the capacity to store it. Create the memories. Next year, you look at it and you not you'll not regret taking those memories. Plus, tell everybody that, look, this, you don't need to delete your things. There's a service that gives you more than space. It gives you a community. It gives you an access to make more income than you are ever making. Because trust me, you are going to make that New Year's resolution again that I'm going to make more income for the year 2026. Ask yourself, are you taking the steps that will make you make that income? You have a community to support you to make an income if you engage it. So please don't play small with this project if you're already here. If you don't even build, you don't have the belief yet. Look, borrow my belief, borrow Dr. Keo's belief, borrow Enyonam's belief, and let's support each other to grow this. Because trust me, our CEO is not here to joke with this service. It's going to get better and better and better. He didn't come to Ghana just last month to come and just look at what is going on. He came to make us know what this is, what is coming. And if you're on last Wednesday's call, social media and what they are going to launch next month is going to blow this out of proportion, guys. It's going to blow it out of proportion. Whatever you think you are not able to do now, what is coming is going to make it to be much easier. And of course, if that's going to expand, everybody is going to see this, and you are one of the strategic partners. So don't play small with this, guys. This is something you should do. Even from now to the end of the year, it's 10 days to 31st. Magic can still happen. Start spreading the good news. In fact, I've restarted again. Each time I go, I restart again. If I'm restarting, then what you don't have to play small. So let's do this together and get on the calls, get supported, get engaging, and look, something big and beautiful is going to happen to not only you, the generation that's come after you. They're going to thank you for starting a tech project in some years to come. So let's do this.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an important announcement. Let me just flag that. For those of you who don't know how to talk, you are shy, you can't talk, you can't show your face, you can't do a video. From next month, the organization is doing everything for you. That's it. And then they are creating something for you. You don't need to show your face, you don't need to talk, you don't need to do, just take that thing and post. Just click that thing and send. And what is in that thing will call strangers to you. Strangers you've never met in your life will start knocking on your door. They will send you their numbers and tell them they want to tell them more. Take advantage of that thing that is coming. It will blow me. It will blow your things in proportion. Number 2, next week, Sunday, we are meeting to do a party. It's going to be on the 28th, isn't it? We are doing a pie at the Menswick Hotel. Our last physical event. A week today, we are meeting physically. Bring your best enemy, and that enemy will leave thanking you. We are going to do party. We are going to do presentation. We are going to give gifts. We are going to share pins, special award pins, special platinum pins, special gold pins, special sapphire pins, special silver pins, special pins. We are going to give it out to people who are deserving of them. And we are going to have party at the end of it to crown the year. So please be part of that movement that is coming. And see, ladies and gentlemen, I always tell people, look, whether you do this or you don't do this, people are going to do this. That's the truth. That is the truth. You know, there was a lady who got to a certain level and she said, I'm tired. Then, just about 2 months or so ago, she said, hey, don't. People have come in like that. I hear the CEO is even coming. And this and this and that. She eventually now resolves. I told them, whether you do it or you don't, people are going to do it. You rather do the thing, because by the time you hear us in 2027, this thing are like that. You see the ranks that we are. 2027, we will not be here. We will be up there. Guys, so my chief friend was, oh, tell me when you are, that's how you tell you. Like, if you are doing it, open your eyes and your heart and do the thing. And let the enemies know how much more the friends. You have family members, you have friends, you have co-workers, you have acquaintances, you have neighbors, you have church members, you have plumbers coming to you have carpenters, tell them about this. Because if you don't, somebody is going to do it. And people are going to bypass you. And you see them when this thing has become a gargantuan thing, and you tell yourself that, ouch, I should have taken this thing real. And in case you think that you need to be less busy to do this, it's a lie. All of us here are powerful, responsible, busy people. We are doctors. We are professors. We are lecturers. We are bankers. We are teachers. We are market women. We are business tycoons, and we are all doing this. So what makes you feel that you can't do this? Why do you limit yourself and tell yourself that you don't have time, you can't talk, you don't know anybody, you don't have, these things are limiting beliefs. They limit your capacity. You were created in the image of a God whose creativity in his creation is creative. What are you sitting down for? Why are you demeaning yourself? You are powerful beyond measure. You are fantastic, and you keep limiting yourself. You did that last year. You did that last year. You have been doing that this year. Next year is coming. Come on, wake up and go for what God has created you to have. You are doing too small. You're playing small. The world is not going to be served. Your children are not going to be served by you playing small. Your family members are not going to be served by you playing small. Life is moving. You see, they say that Lumba is dead. Haven't we bypassed it? Haven't people started forgetting it? Life is moving. There are some 8 people who died in the helicopter. Haven't people forgot? Life is moving, apparently. People have died, somebody is done, and then people in social media, people are doing, and you are sending it to people. Haven't we finished? So remember, you need to wake up. You are doing this thing today, tomorrow you are down, today, I've come back, I'm coming to register 10 people, and today, and then tomorrow you go to sleep, because it's a Christmas period, you died, you don't want anybody to, you don't want to speak up, go back up again. Do you know what you're doing to your first week of January? Do you know what you're going to do in the middle of January when people are broken? Don't do that to yourself. Gotbackup is going to pay you in January, in the first, second week of January. That income will save you something. That's why I say I'm happy. January is going to be my most favorable time of all my year. The thing that is coming, guys, please set up. If you are doing this, set up and do the thing, because no one is coming for you. You are your own panel of defense. You are the one who should get up and teach yourself and make yourself happy. Nobody can make you happy. God has given you everything you need to have. We will support you. Look, we can support you, but you have to make yourself happy. You have to make the thing happen. You have to say that you are going to walk to Men's Peak Hotel next week and come. That you are coming not alone, but coming with 10 people. You got to make a deliberate, conscious decision that, look, I'm going to do this thing because I'm dying. That's how you got to do. You got to act as though you have no choice. You have to do this thing with fear and tremble. And that is when God sees the reality in your eyes. That is when God now supports you to go through it. His son has to make a deliberate decision that he's going to die. Then God will give him the power beyond what is normal. But you, if you have not made a deliberate, when you climb a very good tree, you are pushed up. So you've got to be hungry. You've got to call the leaders. You've got to tell the people that you are there. And that is when God will clap his hands for you and pour his blessings onto your palm. And you want to be your final message before we go.
Okay. These days, if you own a phone and you complain about money, I feel maybe you don't know the use of the phone. This is an opportunity for us. You don't need to wait for your salary increment. People are making noise about salary increments. You have a phone in your hand, and this opportunity gives us to do that. You decide a month, you can decide this is the amount I want to make, and you go to work at it. Get all the resources needed. People are willing to guide you to get to whatever income you want to. Go to work. 2026, if we keep complaining of money, God will look at us with the side of his eye.
He will slap us.
Because
He will slap us.
He has given you this opportunity, and you are still overthinking. I can't even imagine. I can't even. Go to work. We will teach you the little. If you want huge, we will work with you. If you want small, we are willing to eat it Your mindset, that gives you everything. Decide that even if you don't have the mindset, we'll help you get there so that you can make whatever and change your life. Not only you, the family that you are in, people you see that look up to you, they want your story to motivate them. What story do you have to tell them? 2026, let's decide that our lives will be motivation to others. And this is one of the platforms you can easily do that. Do that. You just try to score something and put on your status. You'll be surprised. People will be congratulating you. Let's do this. Let's decide that we'll change our lives. And 2027, we'll be glad. We'll now say 2026 was our year. This is an opportunity for us.
Absolutely. Dorothy, your final message.
Simply, just do it. 2026 is looking at you, not the systems around you. You design your life. You design the outcome. You have another nice clean sheet. And if you don't write it down, you will not do it. So tonight, take a piece of paper, write it down yourself. Write how you want 2026 is to be. And God has a fantastic way of making everything, there's all that you need, all the resources available once you put it down that you want to get it done. Do it now. Trust it. I didn't know there was something like that until I got into this community. And once you start putting things down, God gets involved. So just do it. And let's have a fantastic new year ahead.
Excellent.
And see you next week.
Next week, we are physically meeting. If you were here on this call, except those who are outside the country and far away, join us at the Menswick Hotel next week. It's going to be a final party and you come with your guests as well. We're going to just blow things out of proportion. And we're going to give gifts and we're going to give pins and awards. So be there for us. Throughout the week, starting from Tuesday, we are going to have presentations and trainings. You're going to see this on the Zoom link on the pages. Please be part. See, just look at yourself. Aren't you happy for being here tonight? Yes, you could have used the time for something, but aren't you happy? Aren't you joyous that at least you've gotten something that uplifts your soul? Okay? That is how it is. That is how it is, because there's too much negativity. It appears that people are having fun, but people are also struggling. They know clearly what is going to happen to them when this is over. It has been said that it is during festive seasons like this that, people fight a lot. Okay, that's when people do boyfriends and girlfriends unnecessary, and then marriages start breaking down in the first week of January, according to statistics. Okay, so and some people will eat the income of other people so much that people will go broke and so many things. So this is the time for reflection. This is the time you got to ask yourself, hey, so this 2025, what did I do? That has really, really changed my life. What at all that I can point and say that this thing turned my life around? If you don't take it, you don't even find something. But I can promise you this, the next 10 days, if you work seriously with us three here, you will have something to say that in the last 10 days of 2025, everything changed. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much indeed for being on the call. It's been a pleasure having all of you here. It's been a joy seeing Mrs. Enyenam Epifani, the Gargantuan Gagamamus, the African champion, the lecturer, the nurse, who has stationed herself on the campuses of many universities and helping people across the world. Now she's a nurse dupreneur. If you've never heard of that word, go and ask your father. She's a nurse dupreneur, and she's doing some incredible things. Dr. Dorothy Hansen, okay, one of the greatest medical doctors we have, voted the best medical doctor in 2023, and now, family practice doctor and working in one of the prestigious hospitals, international hospitals in the country. She is the first woman Ruby that we have in the continent of Africa, the first singular woman Ruby who has championed this, and also the leading woman of Gotbackup in Africa. Linjime, it's a joy to have you here. My name is Kweku. I'm always your leading servant in this, and I'll work with you, die with you if you're willing to die for yourself. It's been a pleasure having with you all the way here. Thank you, the guests, all of you here who have been on the call. I've seen Benjamin, making some great commenting there. I've seen Fulara there, all the way from Belgium. Okay, and yet she's never ever satisfied with little because she recognizes a super. Lawrence Ajobe has been incredible here. All of you have been commenting in the chat there, Kamala. Okay, every single one of you. Thank you so much for being on the call. Let's go tell the world that we still have a better way. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.